it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Look, that team's stealing away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go on a nice little midweek Wednesday episode of the Buckeye Show. I'm Timmy Hall, the Boatman back there on the update desk. And my guy, Tyvis Powell, in studio with me, with us tonight. What's going on, Tyvis?
Oh, Timmy, it's all this emotions is running high because of Man and Bone. And in the midst of all that, we forgot that this is our last show together. So
this is it.
This is it's emotional. It's a wild time.
This is the one. And look, it's not like we've had some great long run in Columbus radio. Certainly when you follow that show, you know what they call that? The phrase for that? Tough act to follow.
Yeah.
Right? But it's actually another phrase they use, good lead-in. Good, strong lead-in, which is certainly appreciated. And, boy, those guys have just been dominating for a good long time.
12 years.
The longer you're in this career, the more that it becomes, what you do. The longer you're in it, it's what you do, right? Like being in the radio profession, you come to really appreciate and respect that kind of run.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just not something that's seen every day.
Well, I mean, you had guys that just seemed like two good friends just sitting there chit-chatting, and they were so relatable. They were funny.
Not afraid to try whatever they felt like trying, whether it was sports or mostly not.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely hard to follow that, but I tell you, just watching their show and then obviously coming here, being with you after their show, and being in crosstalk, it's truly helped develop me as a better on-air talent. So it actually was a blessing in disguise to be following their show.
It's interesting, and I know stuff that you read online, you do take with a grain of salt. And I say that, and I too, it's a form of communication, and I understand that for those of us that don't truly know each other, but we feel like we do. That's part of connecting with your audience in this business, right? Like we do treat every single listener, at least in my heart, with a great deal of respect because it all contributes to what we do and having jobs here. But I would kind of find it a little odd at people who would criticize them for not being enough sports when we're part of such a big local lineup. We're on from sunup to sundown.
Yeah.
We got 5 talk shows across all different day parts. And I think the beauty of what we've got here at The Fan is there truly is something for everybody. Mm-hmm. No matter what your flavor is, no matter what style you like, everybody does it a little bit different. And the way that they have always done it is one of the most successful local radio runs you will ever see.
Yeah.
Guys that are pulling like 20 to 25 shares. Really fascinating stuff, wild stuff to watch. So it's been a thrill, and it'll be fun for me to.
You got big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill. Gigantic shoes to fill. But
I got the same way with the morning show. Bobby and Beam is loved in this town, and it's me and T-Bone's got some really big shoes to fill.
We both do, but it's all about timing, right? And it was just time for those guys to say goodbye to each other in a professional doing a show every day kind of sense. I love what you said about connecting the two shows.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna send y'all some. We're gonna send some messages to y'all.
We're gonna do that. I want you to pop on the cell phone every now and then when you are driving out to go have dinner with Josh Perry the next time, whatever it might be. Hopefully not with bad food takes all the time. Or you know what? Bring those bad food takes.
All of a sudden, my food takes aren't bad.
They're pretty bad. They're
the cold, hard truth that people don't want to accept.
No, it's really not.
Bodie, did you taste this pizza that was out there?
I did not. Nope.
Why not?
Didn't want to.
Gotta live a little. None of the goodies out there, the cake.
Bikini season is right around the corner, Tyvis. That pizza ain't going to make you look any better than that. Nor me.
I have Bodie, I worked out this morning. I got up at 6:30, got to the gym.
I went up at 6:30.
Got to the gym about 7, had me a good little 2-hour workout. Got into the steam room afterwards, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a full day.
What do you wear in that
Morning
steam
routine
room?
of
I had my compression shorts
ice bath
on.
or anything like that?
No.
You ever try an ice bath, Bodie?
No.
Have you seen
Want
the,
to? I got one over at the house. Why don't you come on by afterwards?
I don't know if you meant to do it or not, but that was a nice Will Smith and Bad Boys 2 kind of play along there.
You're welcome. You're
Wanna
welcome.
Make love to a man? No. Want
You
to?
ever been to a red Turkish prison, Bodie? Yeah, so this will be fun, and we're with you guys, of course, till 8 o'clock. So, realizing how the schedules are turning, you're going to get to hear a good dose of Tyvis and T-Bone and Tyvis, I guess. Let me make sure I got the name. The first
T-Bone
billing,
is,
right?
T-Bone is first.
There's really no, first or second billing when it comes to that. But you guys will do some afternoon shows while we get ready for May 12 on the schedule. I'll be with T-Bone tomorrow, so I've still got a few more Buckeye shows to do next week. So I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to be here with all you guys to finish out the ride before we hand things over to our good man Brandon Beam on May 12, and it's going to be awesome from there on out.
Beam's gonna kill it. I know he is.
Man, we got so many fun things to talk about tonight. A lot more from Ryan Day's press conference. We couldn't listen to all that audio in a week.
Yeah.
Not even in 2 weeks. So that's good. The coach sort of leaves you with a lot of little trail storylines as you head off into summer. We talked a little bit about it last night about
the quarterback.
Yeah, we talked, but I mean not just that. I mean just sort of entering the off season, and he emphasized and he stressed it's important for these guys to actually decompress a little bit and be away from football.
Yeah,
not too much.
It's good,
but get away from it.
It's good he said that, because back when I was banging,
you weren't allowed.
You better be in. Ain't no get away.
Get away from football.
What are you talking about?
Did you say to me right now?
We not doing enough football around here.
I feel like Walter White would walk in. Who is it that you think you're talking to right now? Get away from football.
Urban was slightly different than Ryan Day.
Yeah, right? But these guys have been all in, laser focused. They won a national championship. That alone should get you the break. Sorry. That alone should get you a little bit of an extra break when you reach the mountaintop. You reach the pinnacle.
No, because
don't make a face at that.
It's because it's the inexperience. You can't really get a break because the next wave is
Ryan Day said they should get a break.
He was talking
Coach said it.
That's like 2 days.
Is that all he meant?
No, 2 days.
2 days?
2 day break.
Be with the family and then get right back to
Get
town?
you one of them long weekends. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you back in the office on Monday.
My God. Sounds like a prison.
You got to go back to back. That's the one thing that I don't think happened around here. Have we ever went back to back championships?
No, Tyvis. You think it's possible? Well, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Difficult. Really difficult.
Told you out of 12 games, they got 4 big ones.
What a story. And I think we both agree that the team, I'll just say it right now, the team that starts the season against Texas.
Be the team that we see at the end.
That team cannot win a national championship.
I agree.
That team that starts in week 1. This will be exactly that kind of football season where you are going to have to use all of it.
I felt that way last year against Akron. Remember, we couldn't run the ball against Akron.
That's a great point.
And I was
that
like,
is a great point.
We can't run the ball against Akron? And then this team went on to win it all.
And then they figured it out.
Yeah.
You realize, be who you are. It doesn't mean that Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson aren't going to be a massive part of that plan.
Yeah.
But be who you are. Don't forget what you're good at.
Yeah.
And then start mixing in the rest of those ingredients. And you saw what happened in the college football playoff. Maybe the biggest decision that went the Buckeyes' way this offseason. I'm going to tell you what that is next. Tyvis is in. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Hello,
it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers, we're improving lives, we're reimagining healthcare.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams, the agile, get it done teams, the achieve more together teams, and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
Learn more about Ohio State at osu.edu/impact.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through April 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped TRD Sport for $369 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Fan weather
from the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, warm and breezy on this Wednesday. Temperatures running in the low 70s. Overnight will fall back down to around 60 with a couple of showers by morning. A better chance of some showers and storms later on Thursday and Thursday afternoon. Another 10 weather impact alert as temperatures get in the 80s for some stronger storms with wind and hail. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Where Timmy Hall can start swooning over Aaron Kraft any second. It's the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine fans of the Buckeye Show tonight, We are indeed brought to you by our buddies at CareSource and by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring our lovely show here. Tyvis, I got to dedicate the show. I appreciate you. You know that.
Yes, but it's a special day for you.
I appreciate my lovely wife, Sarah, even more. I know that shocks you to hear. But 15 years of marriage is just something that I'm so happy about. And I know everybody has their ups and downs with marriages. Some of them come to an end. I realize that. That's why I truly feel like one of the luckiest guys out there. And I can honestly say that forget about the love. We like each other even more than when it started. And that's the thing that makes me the happiest. Because, I mean, love is something that's like deep rooted. Mm-hmm. But I think it's that day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Where we just take whatever life brings at us and we roll along with it, and we live, we learn, we laugh, cry, all the good things that come with it. And, having a son together and watching him grow, I can't even believe it. Like, he's 13 years old now. Dang. I've been here at the Fan, and I've been watching my entire life go by. Like from starting a family, honestly, watching Man and Bone's entire show, start and finish, things like that. A lot of good people come and go, working with a lot of great people. And 15 years, 2010 to 2025, April 30th. We got married in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I'll tell you what, you would have had a good time at our wedding. Yeah, right. We didn't have a high budget for this one. We were trying to do it ourselves.
Did you have lemonade?
We did have lemonade. and sweet tea, because we did a when in Rome type of wedding. We found a nice caterer, and we did Carolina-style pork barbecue. And with the proper kind of sauce, with the, about the Carolina-style barbecue, right?
Yeah.
It's vinegar-based.
Yes.
But it's tangy and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It didn't have any of that mayo or mustard crap in it like South Carolina stuff.
Here you go.
It was delicious.
Here you go.
We had hush puppies, Carolina barbecue with some delicious rolls, fries, and I had a local brewery where I had my favorite brown ale. The place is called Big Boss Brewery in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had a keg of that, and then a keg of some good cheap stuff, PBR. And we had several, wines and Chardonnays and champagnes for people to enjoy, lemonade and sweet tea. And it was just a real nice time.
That's beautiful.
Everybody enjoyed themselves.
That's beautiful, too.
It was a great time.
You know what I did? I went to the courthouse. Because it was 2020, so COVID was live in effect.
Did you not have any kind of ceremony later?
To this day, it's one of the things that really bothers me a little bit, because
I hear you.
I do want to see her have that moment, especially while her father's alive. Like, I know that's something that they talked about, him walking her down the aisle, and obviously COVID kind of robbed us of that situation. So it is something that one day I do want to do for her, put on just a little ceremony, a little small ceremony.
Love that.
So she can have that feeling of a dress and walking down the aisle and things like that. Yeah.
Well, that's nice that you're on board with that.
We at year 5. Yeah. Maybe when we get to year 10. 5 more years.
No, I'd love to get to know your wife a little bit more. I've met her just a few times in the studio here when you guys have been on your way to Jackets games or whatever. We talked about getting a dinner sometime, so we will have to do that. We got a Hyde Park, man.
Yeah, we do.
Come on.
I mean, well, the good thing.
we need a Hyde Park.
With our new positions, we actually.
I don't know about that for me.
No. I'm saying
maybe
we'll be able to eat at a decent time.
Yes. No, I thought you were talking about some kind of extra cash flow. So I was going to say, hope maybe for you, you can help out with that.
No. I'm broke.
but last thing too, my wife, she has been just ultra supportive of me trying to make a go of this career, and the way our situation, blew the hell up in Raleigh. Had a job one day, next day I didn't. Just a mad dash. For folks that don't know that part of my story, there's a famous part of that story where I got robbed night 1 here in town. But
you got robbed in Columbus?
Oh, man. Moving truck stolen, Tyvis. The entire moving moving truck. Couldn't even get through 6 hours through the middle of the night to unpack it in the morning, and it was gone. Half our stuff evaporated, stolen. We recovered the truck, but half the stuff was gone. So we had to switch neighborhoods.
Really?
We were going to be somewhere in Grove City, wound up in Dublin off Sawmill, and then we wound up in Hilliard. And then 12 years later, there we are. But before that, before we got there, it was losing my job abruptly, and then basically a year-long scrambling process of me fighting like hell to get back into this career, to be able to do this, to get to a spot like this, get to a great town like this that I'm happy to now call home, and hopefully I never leave it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But just incredibly supportive of like everything that I wanted to do. And she's a hospice nurse.
Yeah.
It's like it's the shoe. It's on the other shoes on the other foot. Like I admire her and everything that she does every single day, driving around town, going from visit to visit, and being there for patients and their families, mainly, when they're going through some of the toughest times in their lives.
Yeah, your wife is a rock star.
Man,
she
great.
is somebody that everybody should thrive to be like. You know, she has a really nice heart. You know, from the couple of times that I've interacted with her and Jack. Last time I seen him, I think I was going somewhere, and y'all was the Jackets game. We were all going together.
You mean you were going without us? Like we were supposed to go. We were supposed to go to that first game at Nationwide together. You got sweeted up, and so then I contacted the Jackets, and the lovely Lindy over there hooked me up. She's fantastic too. She donated the organ to Aaron Portsline, I believe. She's the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just incredible.
Like organ?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Donated an organ to Aaron Portsline to help save his life. Like, just a unbelievable person. Huh. So she hooked me up, sent that through the ticket office. We got to go. And no, that was a great time. That honestly was a great time. But to get back to the football, to get back onto the Ohio State football train, I saw Heather Dinich from ESPN. She's covered things for a long, long time. Yeah. I actually remember her coming on shows when I was back in North Carolina when she was the ACC football reporter, and she would come on our shows all the time.
She's big time now.
She's been with them for a long, long time covering college football, and she does a great job. She was looking at the college football playoff impact players, specifically the guys that stayed. And when I mentioned that person, when I teased that in the last segment, maybe the biggest decision that happened in this offseason was a guy like Sonny Styles to stay at Ohio State. Yeah. Now, again, you could definitely say Caleb Downs is one of the biggest returners, but Caleb Downs, he's either returning to Ohio State or taking a bag to some other program. Yeah. Jeremiah Smith, unless they were going to try to Maurice Claret this thing, which someone is probably going to do sooner or later.
It could have been an argument he could have had.
Someone's gonna do it eventually, and they're gonna win. I mean, Ever's a long time.
Right now is the hot time because the NCAA taking a beating in the courtroom.
Right. I'm just saying, we say, that'll never happen, and just look around you with what's happening in college sports.
I'm pretty sure I remember Maurice saying that, like, it was a bad choice, like, because they got so many lawyers behind it.
Well, yeah. You saw how it worked out for Maurice.
He said it was a bad choice, yeah.
Milk was a bad choice.
Look around you, Maurice.
Shout out to Maurice, man.
Maurice is good, though. He's been a great Buckeye, ever since that whole situation.
It's nice to see him back with the program.
It is. But Sonny Styles, he didn't have to come back.
No, he could have went pro.
He had 100 tackles this past year, 6.5 sacks. Like, this guy was a force, and he's a really, really important linebacker to sort of stabilize that room. And as we've kind of broke it down, we think he's pretty much the shoe-in for the Block O.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll actually wear the jersey number. He's the guy. Like, you're looking for leaders, that's your leader right there.
I don't know who only other person that it could possibly be is Cardinal Tate. Like, I could see him being the Block O recipient, but I think it's more. I think Sonny probably is going to win it.
Yeah, no, it's
Austin
great to have him.
Sarahveld.
Ryan Day shouted him out. He really talked him up yesterday in the press conference as well. And Ryan loves his offensive line room, and that bodes well for what they're going to do this season. And he was talking about Sarahveld. One thing he knows for sure about that group.
Austin Sarahveld is going to be a starter for us. He's an excellent player. really had a good spring for us. And, we can talk about them as we get closer to preseason.
That's why I feel like he's shooting it straight, because he's non-committal about the quarterback position. He's being honest about that, but he really does enjoy what he's seen from the offensive line group. Tyvis, I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
Oh, that's my friends.
Your friends too, right? We've talked about this guy. ED is bad, man. If you are experiencing erectile dysfunction, you want to make sure that you get the right treatment for your specific medical situation, because intimacy, I mean, it's a special thing. I mean, we spent half the segment talking about our marriages, right? We know what a big deal that is. We know how important it is. And the worst thing is that as it's an intimacy destroyer, it causes stress, anxiety, depression. A man's partner can even blame themselves when ED becomes the problem. Don't let that happen. Go to tristatemenshealth.com, take a look around, see about some of their treatments with success rates over 90%. They got 2 locations in Central Ohio, Westerville and Hilliard. It's right next to Fish's house, too. You could have lunch with him. And this is something that's going on right now. The initial consult is free. It's a limited time offer, so schedule it up today. If medically advised in the office, you'll get the test dose right there, and that consult is free. Check them out at tristatemenshealth.com. All right, Tyvis, maybe one more fight with Nicole Shearin of 10 TV. I got her to do something before the show that she wasn't going to do if I didn't pressure her a little bit. See what that was. In 2 minutes, it's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Beds are us when dreams don't get in. Beds are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
Beds are us when dreams don't get in. Beds are us.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, community banking is the lifeblood of the American financial system, building strong, lasting relationships. We're just better able to help guide you down life's road. Flexibility is paramount to success. Community banking is alive and well in the Heartland.
I'm Scott McComb. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Add some spice to your pizza night with Donato's new Smoky Hot Honey Pizza and Smoky Hot Honey Chicken Sub. Bringing hardwood smoked bacon, wood-fired chipotle seasoning, and Mike's Hot Honey together for savory, smoky, sweet heat perfection. Now get $4 off a large Smoky Hot Honey Pizza using promo code SMOKY. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Brace yourselves for more Buckeye banter. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis and Nicole Shearin, 10 TV sports anchor reporter. Love that little whoop whoop.
That's right.
So, you were very nice out there, and I kind of talked you into it because they're small pieces, right? That's why. I fought like hell to get Tarita's pizza today because I know how much the common man enjoys that pizza and especially the pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit of a haul out there, especially in rush hour traffic. So I had to like run over 2 senior citizens and a cat to get it. So I wanted you to try one little piece, and it's tavern style.
Right.
And I know you're on a diet and everything, and you're watching the figure, which, you know what? It's fine. It's completely fine. But good on you.
Thank you.
For taking a bite.
It was delicious. I will say, my one issue was that the only pieces left were like the middle pieces, and I didn't get any crust, which I'm like a crust girly.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed by that because
sorry.
this guy over here took the last crust piece.
And this is the guy that says what about the pizza?
Wait a minute.
That he doesn't eat. Yeah, the heater's on for me. Thank you.
What happened? Why is that on? Did you turn that on,
here.
Tyvis?
Yeah, Nicole said she was
cold
chilling.
in here.
You had him turn that
He
on?
offered. I didn't know there was a heater in here.
Can you hear that heater, Bodie? Can you hear that like through our microphones?
Do you hear that? That's a funny squeaky sound. No, I don't hear anything.
Oh man, it'd be
He
better if you
offered
could.
that if he wanted to like me to turn the heater on, and he did.
We all have to agree on that. I'm in the studio too.
Looks like I run the place now.
It
Here.
sure does.
I don't know.
Right?
All it took was me saying yes.
Walking in here with your pink blazer and just setting the rules.
You do know that there's another pizza out there. You can actually get it with the crust.
So when I was offered the pizza, there was only one box. So does that mean I need another slice?
Did you work out today?
Actually, no, I haven't yet.
Oh, not yet. So this is the perfect time to do it because you're going to work out later.
Well, I went on a walk this morning.
Oh,
Does that count?
That counts. How long
Okay.
was the walk?
It's like 2 miles.
That's fine.
Around the neighborhood.
That's actually really good.
That's what I always do.
Honestly, if one little tavern slice style of pizza,
listen, y'all. No,
if that's just the thing on a Wednesday, come on.
Oh, no, we're chilling.
You gotta try.
I just wasn't super hungry in the moment, but when you told me to try it, I had to try it. It was delicious.
I was looking out for you.
No, I really appreciate
What
that.
if you don't get a chance? What if you're not out that way or you don't try it? There's
I probably
hundreds.
will never go out that way.
Right. There's hundreds of pizza spots in Columbus. So whenever you get a chance to try something new,
Try it. It was
take
delicious.
a bite.
The sauce was kind of sweet. It had a little zest, like kick to it. A
It
little
had
bit.
some heat to it.
Yeah, it was
Right.
like, it was like a, you know,
like bam.
yeah, like
And
in your face.
It had a good level of grease on
Yes.
top of the pie,
yeah.
but not too much.
Well,
No,
you
it-
like that?
Well, I don't want it
You know
dry.
that's bad for you.
Well, if you're
Just
thinking
stop.
about bad for
Could
you,
you just stop?
don't eat the pizza to begin with.
Why can't we just have like grilled chicken or something?
I have that for dinner.
I had that last night.
I had it last night.
I've been a good, clean boy this week.
A good,
all right?
clean boy.
Yes, we had couscous and grilled chicken last night
That's
with
good
salad
stuff.
on the side.
I had grilled
With some
chicken and some rice, some vegetable fried rice.
And
We're all like eating the same. I have grilled chicken, sweet potatoes, and broccoli tonight.
we're trying. We're trying.
We're
all right?
trying.
And then we're also going to have some pizza every
it's
now and
about
then.
balance.
I had a friend that told me that. He said, you know what your problem is? He said, the problem is you weigh yourself every day.
Oh, I don't.
He said, you need to go like 2 weeks without getting on the scale because he said the numbers demoralize you. And
You know-
he might be right.
I think he's right. I also will say I only really weigh myself when I go to the doctor. Like my scale's like
that's
broken.
that's like Tim.
No, literally my scale is broken at home, so I don't have a scale. Should I go buy another
Can I
one?
tell you
Is that
something?
like not healthy?
Can I tell you something? I'll let you know if you need one. Okay.
Thank you. Very nice.
Until further notice, you're good.
Got it. One day you're gonna be
fine.
like, Nicole, how's that
Yeah.
scale coming along?
you don't need one. Doing just fine. So Ryan Day had the press conference. You were out there, and look, we're heading into the summertime. I don't know what we would have expected because spring game happened. It had been a few weeks. Nothing had really leaked out of Ohio State football about the quarterback situation. We know that he had his time to review the film, and he didn't have that time when he spoke to us in the postgame, but still, it was a quick response when asked if someone's taking the lead, a quick no. That wasn't all he said. He expanded a little bit, still not knowing who his quarterback is, Lincoln Keenholz or Julian Sayin.
I felt like Lincoln going into the spring game was a little bit ahead of Julian, and then I thought, if you just watch the game, Julian probably performed a little bit better than Lincoln during the spring game, and here we are. Gone back through, watched the spring practices, look at the grades. They're very similar. So we'll take it into the summer. We'll let them play. The more you play, the more these things find a way to work themselves out. So who knows? Who knows how it's going to shake?
I'm not concerned yet. I still think that a lot can happen and a lot of improvement can be made when they reconvene for fall camp. What about you, Nicole?
No, I totally agree. I also it was like right after that bite just cut off that he said that I totally agree with is that it's a long season. Yes, you're going to name a starting quarterback at some point, but it's going to take more than just one guy. Like Ryan basically was like, they're going to have to help each other out. He's like, if I were to guess, that's how I see the season going, is they're going to have to help each other out. And he said, shoot, I mean, even Tavian needs to get in here. Like, he's got to get up to speed too, because it's a long season and you don't have a guy like a Will Howard, who's the veteran, who's played a lot of football. Like, it's going to be a long season, so they need to be ready for that.
Well, I think that injuries is a part of the game. I mean, even in the Team Up North game, we saw Devin Brown have to go in there. So in this situation, you got two quarterbacks that you feel pretty good about. I mean, I think at this point right now, it didn't matter who the starter was. If one of them got hurt and the other one had to go in, I think people would still be kind of confident that they can get it done, because I think both of them has played at a high level. Now, Tavian, one thing we know about Tavian is if he go in there, he can run.
Yeah.
He can definitely bring that mobility with his legs.
He had some bright spots.
Yeah,
he struggled early.
Filled with skill.
And you know what? Like, rightfully so that he struggled early, right? Like, you're coming out of high school.
Pick six. Not quite a pick six, but almost.
He walked him down.
He actually stopped him.
Walked him down.
Yeah, but I expect that, you know? But I really like watching him. I was like, all right. I mean, we knew this dude could ball, but like he's showing those sparks, which is good.
Yeah, I think Ryan is fair when he says that, you know, Tavian's going to be good. He just got to learn the game a little bit more. And you can tell, like, in high school, he was just more athletic than everybody. And here, like, you got to have it's above shoulders.
Tyvis is here. Nicole Shearin from 10 TV, sports anchor reporter. She's here. And we just spent some time talking about Sonny Styles. I think he fits the bill here. But Ryan also wouldn't tell us what book, but he does have summer reading in the hopper for some of the players. He didn't say if it was all or some, but he's looking for leaders.
You know, we're going to try to use that as a reference point just to try to help them understand that when you're a leader, like, you have to take on the burden of being the leader. It's one thing to sit in the back and watch somebody else do it, because we lost a lot of leadership.
I mean, none more important than guys like Jack Sawyer, guys like Will Howard.
Some good ones.
Cody
Simon.
I tell you what, it's hard for some
Travion.
guys.
Right.
I remember me being me being a guy that was, when I first got here, I was just in the back, and I always had this thing that I was like, you know, they not gonna listen to me. Like, people not gonna listen to nothing that I say. And what happened was, the year we won the Natty was the year, like, I started talking a little bit more, and I started to get response from, like, everybody, like people, especially in the secondary. People kind of listened to what I was saying. So I'm like, okay.
Why do you think that happened?
Because
you hadn't won the Natty yet.
Because I think that people seen my work ethic.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I in my red shirt freshman year, so when I first started and I played nickel, like, even when Coach Meyer announced, or Coach Mick announced that I was going to be the nickel, like, the one thing he said was, he was like, when I announced this name of the star nickel, all y'all better show some respect, because this guy earned it. He came here and he bust his A to make sure he got this spot.
They clap you up when he announced it?
It was nice to hear him say that. Like, all right, so honestly, I think that's what it was. I think people saw my work ethic, and they knew I had their best interest. It's not like I'm telling you something wrong. And I think that's ultimately what allowed me to get my voice. And then that following year, I became a captain.
Was that one of your better moments?
Well, becoming a captain?
Becoming a captain, or getting recognized by your team with the announcement? I have to think that felt kind of nice.
The announcement felt really good, because it was nice that everybody understood.
Almost like the scholarship videos, your own version of that.
People saw me as a true freshman, and like, they was like, you know.
Hell, this guy didn't have a chance.
Good luck, my guy.
This guy has Kent State written all over him.
Well, yeah, no, it was good, though. It was good. Work hard, kids. The moral of the story is work hard.
No, but it is a good point, because you kind of do have to prove yourself. Like, you have to prove that these guys are going to look up to you for a reason. You know, and I'm curious, Tyvis, in terms of leadership, like, I feel like you either have it or you don't.
Yeah,
I don't think it's something that's taught, you know?
I tell you, Joe Thomas Barrett IV was a natural born leader. There was something about him that just gave off leadership. He gave great speeches and things like that. For me, it was one of those things that I kind of had to grow into. I got to sit back and I got to watch the John Simons, the C.J. Barnett's, the Christian Bryants. I got to watch how these guys were, and I picked and pulled things that I learned and heard them say, and I would use it for myself when I became the leader, and it worked. So it was like, to be a great leader, at some point you got to be a great follower first.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was a great follower that allowed me to become a better leader.
J.T. Barrett, I remember doing an interview with him.
His name is Joe Thomas Barrett IV.
The fourth, that's right. This was a long time ago, and he was adamant that he didn't want to get into coaching.
I know. Yeah.
He wanted to.
Trust me, I said we had a talk before he got to the Lions. He talked about how, because he had tore his Achilles in the CFL, and I was asking him, what you gonna do?
He wanted to be maybe a guru or a private instructor.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I remember
part.
him talking about that, but as far as coaching in the official structure,
did not want to coach.
Didn't want to do that. And now look at him.
Yeah, I was about to say now look.
Now he's
doing just what we thought he would do.
Assistant quarterback or the quarterback coach or assistant quarterback coach for the Bears.
Quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
We're trying to effort him for tonight, but he actually
OTA started. Like
yeah. So some other time, but obviously a great guy to catch up with, and just how you can be a little bit soft spoken.
Yeah.
But you can lead. You know,
for sure.
like there's a way to be both.
You know what I'm thinking about? Like, even with the guys who just, are heading to the NFL now, you look at a guy like Jack Sawyer, he's a vocal leader. You look at a guy like Emeka, I think he's more of a soft-spoken leader, and he'll say that too. You look at a guy like Will, loud, vocal leader. Like, you've got the different Cody, maybe he's a little more soft-spoken leader. Like, you almost have to have that mesh, because some guys relate to one kind, some relate to another.
And Jack
I think that's important.
Curses like a sailor.
Yeah, and that's great. Like, I love that energy.
MF, man.
You need that, though.
S. Oh, dang. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, GD.
Is this
thank
live? Sorry.
Nicole, are you staying?
Yeah.
One more? Okay,
Yeah.
Nicole Shearin, 10 TV is here. The viral question, a gorilla versus 100 men.
gosh.
To the death. Had me thinking of some hypothetical football type of ones about our guy Tyvis here. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your yard with Ohio Mulch. With 15 convenient locations in Central Ohio, it's easier than ever to get your mulch ready for the season. Need it delivered? No problem. Save $50 on home delivery when you order online. Whether it's mulch, soil, or even stone, we've got your yard covered. Visit OhioMulch.com today and spruce up your garden with the best.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, greener, better.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Guess what? It's driving season, friends, and my friends at Jermaine Lexus are ready for you with their most popular models on the lot and ready to go with special APRs as low as 3.99%, up to 48 months, or 4.49%, up to 60 months with low lease payments starting at $389 per month on the 2025 NX. And if you're looking for a TX, they're finally available for immediate delivery. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Looking for a very special way to commemorate the 9th National Championship in Ohio State football history? Then check out the beautiful Ohio State timepieces at OxiaTime.com. Oxia has created a series of heirloom quality designs to celebrate the Buckeyes, including the limited edition Ryan Day autograph box sets. Equally impressive to the quality of their products is the quality of the people behind these watches. Go to OxiaTime.com to learn more on their backstory and claim your piece of Ohio State history. That's AXIATime.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
This promo is for anyone who likes baseball or America or Terry Francona's scooter. The Reds are on the Fan. Catch all 162 games here on the Fan and 1460 ESPN Columbus and the Fan's HD2. Your home for Reds baseball, the Fan.
Let's go to the floor with some late-breaking developments on the markets, Jim.
Up things are down, down things are up.
Sounds like things
You
are...
don't understand. Right is left, lemons are sweet, spaghetti is cold, the milk is warm.
Okay, but are you seeing anything that maybe smart-minded money people should know about?
Yeah. Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Probably one of the most stable things you can do is an Apex Pros air conditioner tune-up.
Air conditioner tune-ups, you say?
Oh yeah, Apex Pros knows most expensive summer breakdowns can be prevented by getting a tune-up now.
Yes, it's known that a tuned-up AC lowers energy bills, which is important to...
Oh, this is unbelievable.
What, big sell-off? Huge increase?
No, I spilled coffee on my new shirt. Anyway, tune-up save on energy bills, plus make your air conditioner last years longer.
Good to know Apex Pros keeps things stable and predictable.
That's on my pants, too. This is the worst day. This is historic, you know that.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. It's the Buckeye Show, where our diet is football. And whatever diet Tyvis is on today.
The Buckeye Show is presented by Coors Light.
Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Bodeman back there running things. Nicole Shearin of 10 TV is in the studio. Oh, that was a good little commercial break conversation because sounds like Nicole Tyvis wants to get into golf.
I do.
Let's go.
Just make sure you hold on to the club.
Let's go.
Make sure I'm what?
Hold on to the club.
Oh, I thought you said make sure you don't go to the clubs. I'm like, what?
No, you could join
the club.
That's how we like to refer to our golf clubs, right?
Like,
yeah,
okay.
just like that.
No, I can hold on to the club. I was telling Tim, I played softball, so I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to fix, my swing, because I think I'm up at the plate, and I'm not, so I need to fix that. But Nicole Golf, 2025, I'm going to be a big-time golfer. You watch.
Well, moron, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God.
I can't wait. I can't
It's gonna
wait.
be great.
Yeah, no, it's you let me know when you're ready to dive into the pool.
I'm ready.
And I would get some lessons.
Yes.
I would get some lessons to get some of those things that are bothering you out of the system so you can get around the course, and then let's play.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I just want to be the kind of golfer where I can go play with a group and hold my own. I don't need to be the best out there. I just don't want to look like an idiot.
Yeah, you just want to get around the golf course.
I can hang.
And get some flight to the ball.
Exactly. That's all I'm asking.
You want to just try to hit the ball somewhere generally down the middle or towards the green.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be perfect right away. And then it's something that once you start hitting them better, once you start hitting them somewhat, like if you have one hole where you grab a par and put it down the fairway, then on the green and two putt, you're done.
Yeah.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're locked.
I'm locked in.
That's how it goes. And then you tell yourself, you're like, well, why can't I do just 17 more of these?
Yeah, why can't
72.
I do that again?
I just did it.
Right.
And then you realize, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Here I am, 41 years old, still trying to shoot par for the first time.
Do I look like I play?
Absolutely not. But I was just wondering. I feel like that's not your kind of game.
Technically, I'm a natural at anything that I do.
Here
Except for that, because I've seen it. I've seen it.
Nicole, wait a minute. Nicole, this is the part that nobody tells you. So everybody talks about me throwing the club in the water and all those things, right?
I've never heard that.
You didn't see the video?
No.
Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than an hour ago.
When did you throw a club in the water?
This was like
just chucked it right into the lake.
That was like 2 years
when
ago.
you were trying to swing the club, you
it was my
let go of the club.
It was my
guy,
first
it's
time.
not that hard to hold on to the club.
It was my first time on a golf course.
It's embarrassing.
And they wanted to film what my first swing was like.
He made SportsCenter not top 10.
Correct. So
what an embarrassment.
So everybody knows.
Can you send this to me?
I sure can. Everybody knows this video, but nobody knows what happened after this video. After this video, I continued to play some more.
Okay.
Like more people wanted me to swing and do it
make
again.
a fool of yourself.
And I actually, my last couple of attempts, I got it on the green. Like I hit it right on the green.
So then why'd you stop?
I just because I like to make people think that was the last time I played. So
okay.
I just play up to the act.
Yeah.
But I do want to.
The part that I forgot is that you missed the ball by 6 inches.
You did, correct.
I mean, you weren't even
Correct.
close to it. You didn't like shank the ball.
The swing was
It's the
great
whole-
though. It's not about it's the form. Did you see that form?
No, I was about to say the form is garbage.
Senior crappy. That's what that is.
So when we go golfing, can you please come? Because then I'll feel better about myself slightly.
I
Because
thought
I'm not great. I'm not like that.
That would be
but
fun for me.
I think that if I dedicated myself to golf for a month, I could challenge Timmy.
Wow. Wow.
It's
All
good.
right.
It's good that we have YouTube now. I think that would be a good bit of fun. I have some plans. I have some plans for golfers here at the Fan for the summertime.
I
just know that I
Okay,
got
you're
some
cooking up
plans.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
cooking up some things, some content for the people to do a little competition,
I
see
love
who's getting the crown here for the Fan this year.
I've never seen that video.
Nicole Shearin of 10 TV is in studio. So this stupid thing. This is a gorilla versus 100 men. It becomes a thing. What a country. What a country.
Where are we?
Where are we at in society, buddy? Like, this is the BS that we're talking about.
I wonder who formed this question.
That's what I'm curious about.
Tyvis changed my mind.
Thank you.
I was fully in.
Because he said 100 Nicoles, that's what changed your mind?
It could be 100.
Okay.
100. I'm trying to think of how.
It could be
100
It
knees
could be
would do.
100 Mike Tysons in his prime. I'm taking the gorilla.
Ooh, I don't.
The gorilla is ferocious.
Listen,
it's bite.
Let me
it's
tell
strength.
you. Let me tell you.
It lifts 10 times.
This
its
is exactly
size.
what's going to happen. I don't care who you are. Whoever the first person that goes to that gorilla and they watch him kill him on one hit,
then the cycle changes
the whole
for everybody
99
else.
is going to be like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on.
Then you're
Because
running,
now
not
you
fighting.
got to
That's
be
not
next.
part of the game. You can't run. You're in.
Nah.
Well, you're in an enclosure. You're going to run to the sides of it and just wish for a quick death. That's what you're going to hope for.
The first person
Where's a
is
spear
gone.
that I can jump
would
on?
say the first 8 people is out of there. So really, you're talking 92 on one.
Okay, here's a better question though. If you're not running away and freaked out, what's your tactic for beating this gorilla? Like Tim, if you're out there, what are you doing?
Unity. That's the only way.
Okay, but are we throwing punches?
Unity and sacrifice of about 25 of those people.
What are we doing?
And that's where I'm with Tyvis, because you think you're going to get a group of people to just you're the 25 that drew the short straws. You got to die so the rest of us can live. I'm like, that doesn't sound good at all to me.
I'm not going to be the guy that sacrificed my life.
I'm not doing that. Beat a gorilla?
Listen, I really hate to admit this, but I think Tyvis is right.
Yeah, right? It
really
ain't
does.
happening.
It makes a lot of sense.
And a gorilla doesn't want to do that. That's what I've been reading from culturalists out there. But
okay.
No, I don't believe that for a second. Because I've seen some of those War of the Planet of the Apes movies. And
they like
the
it.
second that they got the chance to take over Earth, they immediately did it. Very quickly, too.
Yeah. There's a lot. I saw primatologists and scientists weighing in on this. And they actually said, are those 100 average guys or 99 average guys and The Rock? The Rock would matter.
Right.
100 Aaron Donalds just running out there.
It don't matter. It don't matter who it is.
No, I agree.
8 of them is dead.
You're right.
In the first 15 seconds, 8 of them is out of there.
Yeah.
All right. I'll save my scenarios for the next segment here, because I had some about Tyvis in a football sense. Could he guard? How many Tyvises could guard this person? How many Tyvises to tackle this person? on an open field.
One.
Yeah, right, buddy. In your current state, in your current physical
state. Oh, you put me. I'm an edge rusher right now.
Nicole, do you have to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
unless you want me to go.
No, I'm not kicking you out.
Okay.
You're wearing a pink blazer. You're good. All right, so one more for Nicole Shearin from 10 TV, our sports anchor reporter, as we keep our finger on the college football pulse. And Bodie, third straight day. We're going to see how many days we can go with updates about the saga in Chapel Hill. So that's all coming up. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
When it comes to trucks, Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through April 30th, get 2.99 APR financing or up to $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Depending on model, excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for $449 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Wendy's has this new Cajun Crunch chicken sandwich. And to be honest, I'm kind of crushing hard on this Sammy. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors and topped with crispy onions for a satisfying crunch. All on Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich. It's honestly kind of my dream sandwich. I hope it likes me back. For a sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. Let's get you caught up on some baseball. The Guardians and Reds both got underway here in the last hour. First up in Cleveland, the Guardians are hosting the Twins in the third of the 4-game set. Right now, they are scoreless as they head to the bottom of the fourth. At Great American Ballpark, the Reds and Cardinals are playing the second leg of their day-night doubleheader from today. St. Louis took game 1 earlier today as they won it 6-0. And right now, the Cardinals are leading tonight's game 3-0 as they head to the top of the second inning. A pair of game 5s in the NBA playoffs tonight at 7:30. The Warriors face the Rockets in Houston. Then at 10 o'clock, the Timberwolves will visit the Lakers in L.A. Golden State and Minnesota are both ahead 3-1. The Cavaliers, they're set to take on the Pacers in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Game 1 will be in Cleveland on Sunday. And we got a trio of game 5s in the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight here at 7 o'clock. Montreal's at Washington. At 7:30, it's Florida at Tampa Bay. Then in the nightcap at 9:30, St. Louis is on the road against Winnipeg. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan.
It's time time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hour 2 of the Buckeye Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Nicole Shearin of 10 TV. She's nice enough to hang out with us in the studio. And we had talked about this. I didn't know if you were aware. He and I, this is the last time we'll be doing this.
I know.
Yeah, this is the last time.
Aww.
With the way the schedule is going to break the next week and a half with some things happening on May 12, him going to mornings, me bumping up to afternoon drive. So I'll still be here.
Yes.
I'll still be here the next week and a half. But Tyvis and I, the schedule will not connect the rest of the way. Now, Bodie, jump in here too, because I had a couple of scenarios about current Tyvis Powell. So this is Tyvis Powell that says he doesn't eat bread, but he eats. Then you see him with a sandwich in his hand.
Or downing hot dogs out of his pocket.
And then he walks in with a bag of gummy savers, lifesavers. That kind of guy.
It's Mike. You got to take it small. You got to do small things, baby steps.
We're on a football field, okay? And Derrick Henry has the ball. And there's no offensive line, there's no defensive line. It's just Derrick Henry's got the ball with 10 yards to operate. And then how many Tyvis Powells is it going to take?
In my current
In his
form?
current form. I think it's got to be more than 5.
Wow.
Are you insane?
More than 5?
We're talking about bringing down Derrick Henry with all that room to operate.
Okay, so
you think less than 5 of this
true.
guy
All that room to operate
can bring down Derrick Henry? Bodie, am I wrong? Like this man right here.
Are we thinking like Oklahoma drill style? So he can't just run like 52, 53 yards at the football field.
53 and a third.
There you go. Are we kind of like keeping it between the cones?
No, we're not.
Just run as wide as he can.
Yeah, no, then that
that's
makes
what I'm saying.
more sense.
We really, I think we
increase
need
the number, Tyvis.
Yeah.
Well, at least a couple.
8 Tyvises?
3 people.
3?
No,
3.
not one amount of space.
It's called cupping the athlete. You get the first one to leverage the ball, to make him cut it back. And when he cuts it back, you got the other Tyvis coming straight down. And if he tries to cut it all the way back, you got the other Tyvis coming inside out.
3
people.
Three of you on an entire football field.
No.
End to end, 100 yards.
3 of us.
He starts at, let's just say he starts at his own 10-yard line. You can't
It's called cupping the
make
athlete.
your first move until the 20.
You got to cup the athlete.
I like that you have a plan.
Yeah,
He does have
ready,
a plan of
at least.
attack.
That's better than not.
I know what kind of cupping you want to do to Derrick Henry.
Believe it or not, believe this or not, I played the game of football for 19 years of my life.
Yeah. Well,
kind of know a thing or two.
All right, you say 3.
I like 5, honestly.
I'm going to say 7.
I think that's a lot.
7 Tyvises to
No
corral
faith.
him.
I respect him a little more than that. You
What
know?
about Jahmyr Gibbs?
Oh,
If we go with someone way faster.
I was about to say speed.
Cup the athlete.
Speed guy.
Got cup the athlete.
Still 3 of you?
3.
No.
Yeah?
3.
I think speed could be an issue, though, T.
What about how many
You just gotta make him
Tyvises?
stop his feet. All I need is in that case, I would tell the person on the outside to take a shot, make him stop and start his feet, and by that time he starts over, the other 2 will be inside out and make the tackle.
What about how many Tyvises to prevent Jeremiah Smith catching the football?
1.
That's a shocker.
Wow.
1.
Wow.
Just me.
I was about to say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
1.
Not 1.
You'd have to sort of
No.
bracket him a little bit. You need multiple guys.
Yes.
He's not about to do me like he be doing them kids in college. Like, it's a pride thing. He's not going to do me like that.
How's that? What do you think of Eli Apple's footage that was on Instagram the other day?
He getting to the end. It's not as quite as snap. It's not as quite as snappy
That's
as
his
it used to be.
teammate talking about him.
It's got to.
Getting to the
I
end.
call a spade a spade. It's not them breaks ain't it 1-2. Like in the league,
not
it's got to
lying.
be 1-2. Like if you go 1-2-3, like that's a completion. You too late. Like it's
That trash
be 1-2.
talk gets a lot quieter when that starts happening too.
He's slowing down,
Doesn't
man.
it?
It's getting to the end. Them legs then got a lot of miles on them now.
All right, last one. How many Tyvises to eat 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches? 5 for 5. 5, I think. You say 1. You say 1.
Hey,
That's the
one.
thing about him.
I'ma
He
tell you,
won't
I
do
can't
it.
do that.
He won't eat.
I can't eat like that.
That'll actually take 5 Tyvises.
I can't eat like
If you
that.
had to, I feel like you could do it.
No.
Come on.
No.
Somebody sticks a gun to your head and says, Tyvis, you either eat these 5 sandwiches
I'm
or
going to
you're...
tell them to pull the
5.
trigger because I ain't got a chance. I can't eat like that.
Could you eat 2?
I can eat 2.
So what's the cutoff for you? 3?
Maybe 3. 2.5.
Okay.
Me and Tim went to Oreos. I didn't even finish that.
Oh, that place is gas.
Sad.
I didn't even finish that.
Good,
Tim
right?
did.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
He looked at me
Don't
like I was some
admit
type
that.
of weak link.
Put your gear on,
Put your
Tyvis.
gear on.
God. Eat the sandwiches. Be one of us. All right, Bodie. Take us down to Chapel Hill. What's going on in Chapel
Tim,
Hill
you
today?
want to talk about the
For
gift
last
that keeps
24
on
hours.
giving the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly love Bill Belichick.
That it is indeed.
I'm glad the Irish don't play him this year because I'm going to be rooting for him. He put out a statement today, which is not like him. I think we know Billy B. He despises the media and I think goes out of his way to not be a friend of the media. He's not going to win that award that we were talking about last night that Ryan Day won. As the
Superman award, yeah. No.
I put out a statement today calling it a false narrative that his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, 25-year-old that she is, was trying to control the interview that he did with CBS News Sunday morning this past weekend. He also put it out saying that going into the interview, he told them he only wants to talk about his book. He was very disappointed that they went outside of just the book and decided to ask about his girlfriend.
Did you see? No, they posted a statement. Did you see that? CBS posted a statement.
Oh, did they go back at him?
This had to come as I was driving in. I seen it on Twitter.
I did not see
it. You what?
And they said
You what?
I synced it.
Okay.
I synced it.
I was just making sure.
but it said he and his publicist agreed that it was fair game to talk about anything.
Oh,
so somebody's lying.
Yeah, here it is from CBS News. When we agreed to speak with Mr. Belichick, very profesh, right?
Yeah.
It was for a
Coach
wide-ranging interview. Newsflash, as it would be.
I was about to say,
as it would be. This is all above board. You're going on CBS National right here.
Yes.
You think we're just going to, you have a book coming out. That seems nice.
And you're dating a girl that's 50
girlfriend
years
is so
younger than
lovely.
you.
We're so happy for you.
Yeah.
This is
50
wonderful.
years younger than you,
And then
Bill.
you don't, at that point, I feel like you just don't respect the journalist you're
Right.
talking to.
No,
because
you don't.
What?
No.
They're not just going to sit there and be like, I love your book.
This was the
Great.
rest of it, as he alluded to. There were no preconditions or limitations to this conversation. This was confirmed repeatedly with his publisher before the interview took place and after it was completed. I wonder if that line refers to her. No, publisher. She's not the publisher.
Yeah, well.
Publicist, though, could possibly be a title of hers with the way this is going. But this has to be...
It's insane.
Just not a real nice surprise.
Yeah.
The problem
not for them. This is not good for North Carolina.
It brought attention because now I want to know how did
they meet?
Like, why is it something that he can't talk about?
Right.
What is it? What's the problem? You hilarious. Went to the he went to go get a massage.
Oh boy. Deshaun, what are you doing here?
What do you think the best story, hypothetically, Tim, if you were in that situation?
Oh, we were.
What would your story be?
We were
that's not
in a
like-
spin cycle class, and he said
clicked.
something to me, and I was just so flattered. I said,
vibes
"Oh,
were
that's
right.
Billy Boy." And his sweatshirt looked so comfy, and
With
I love
so many
sweatshirts
holes
too.
in it.
She thought he was attractive.
I'm with him for his looks.
Right.
And
Yes.
everything else.
Mhm.
Oh my God! All right, Boatman, one more.
One more. It's never too early to start talking about next year's draft. This one from The Athletic. A mock draft for 2026. Number 1 overall. The Buckeyes will face him in week 1 of this upcoming football season. And he could be going to where his grandfather played for the New Orleans Saints if they were to get the number 1 pick. They have Arch Manning going there. A couple more here. Tyvis, what do you think? Number 5 overall, Drew Aller, quarterback Penn State, going to the Cleveland Browns.
Throw up in my head.
Number 7, they have the Raiders taking Caleb Downs at 7 overall there. At number 13, they have the Dolphins taking Carnell Tate. And then Tim, I saw this and my heart just exploded. Because you know what they say. You can make a bad one good.
Oh, my
You can make a
goodness.
wrong one right. At
Tim.
number 14 overall, they have the Dallas Cowboys,
Jeremiah
America's
Love.
team, taking this running back right here.
Is it Riley Leonard time again? First and goal from the 2. Irish trying to take the lead. He handed it off to Love, who stays on his feet. Love is in the end zone. Playing on an injured knee that is clearly
got the
hampered
montage
him in this playoff. Powered his way into the end zone.
Tim,
oh man,
would you buy that jersey?
You know what he said after the game about his bruised leg, Tim?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got love in his heart.
And I haven't owned a Cowboys jersey in I don't even know how long. But yeah, that'd probably be an instant purchase. Yeah, that'd be a day one purchase.
I hope it happens for you.
He's got to be number one for One Love. That's what he needs to be.
He's actually a really good player, and I hate to say it, but he's a good player.
Yeah, he is a good player.
All right, thank you very much, Bodie.
Thank you, Tim.
And thank you, Nicole Shearin of 10 TV, sports anchor reporter extraordinaire. What's coming up on the news tonight at 11?
We've got more Ryan Day. We actually have Ohio State men's lacrosse in there because they are playing Rutgers in the Big Ten tournament tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right.
Semifinals.
Yeah, semis. Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yep, that's right. That's where they beat Michigan for the Big Ten regular season crown. And then we've got some crew action in there, and that's about it.
That's it.
That'll be great.
We look forward to it.
Yes.
All right,
tune
Pinky.
in.
Thanks a lot
Bye,
for coming
guys.
by. Yep, good
Bye.
stuff with our friend Nicole. We'll see you soon. Ryan Day, we'll get to more of his comments as well right here. He made a good point about how difficult it is these days for quarterbacks to develop. You'll hear it. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Feeling unsure about preparing your roof for spring storms? Newman Roofing is here for you. For over 30 years, we've helped homeowners understand their roof's condition so they can make the best decision for their home. Stop worrying and call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers, we're improving lives, we're reimagining healthcare.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams, the agile, get it done teams, the achieve more together teams, and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
Learn more about Ohio State at osu.edu/impact.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through April 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped TRD Sport for $369 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
They're trained. They're fired up. Let's do it. When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, light winds, and a comfortable finish on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Overnight will fall back down to around 60. A mild start to the day with a couple of showers around. A better chance of showers and some stronger thunderstorms with wind and hail being the main threats on Thursday with highs around 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The best sports talk in the Big Ten lives right here. Now back to the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine Buckeye fans, Boatman running things tonight. I want to tell you one more time about my good friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Yes, indeed. You know, low testosterone, it causes a host of problems. We're talking about a low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, so much more too. But many men will just attribute these symptoms to aging, and they don't consider that there are medical treatments out there that can give them back their vigor and their vibrancy. Those are the 2 V's.
Love that.
What I like to call.
Look at you. Big words.
Need to be vivid.
Yes.
And if you're feeling like this, it's time for you to treat that low T and change your life like Tyvis has with Ace Shots, like I have as well.
I'm like
Get that energy back. Yeah. Green juices just running through your veins. It's all great, though. It's all above board. Trust me. So if you're like a lot of men who are low T, I would go to tristatemenshealth.com. Take that low T quiz. See what their treatments can do for you. It takes 2 minutes. They're going to do your lab work when you go and check them out. You get results in less than 30 minutes. And get this, the initial visit that gets that medical consult, TMPSA test, it is free.
$3.99.
Limited time offer, so schedule today. Start the journey now. Be on your way to feeling more energized.
Yes.
And just 100% better in every way. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Tell them I sent you. You seen it here.
Seen it.
You seen it.
Yep.
I heard it, but it's more like I seen it.
Yeah.
On The Fan.
People that's on YouTube, they seen it.
I seen it on YouTube. They were talking about it. So let's go back to Ryan Day. We got the audio that kind of goes with, we might have mentioned this before the show finished last night, but we didn't really sink our teeth in and wrap our minds around it. So he's talking about quarterback development, and this was after they discussed where Lincoln Keenholz and Julian Sayin were. You can tell with a coach, right? You want both of these guys to be ahead of where they are.
Yeah.
But you can't just snap your fingers and manufacture experience.
Yeah.
That's why I came back to that line where he talked about what Will Howard was and how much football he had played. And this is part of the great point that he made about quarterback development these days.
Man, I try so many of those different things, and this is a long conversation, but even having a son who's now a sophomore and who's a quarterback, you just realize that if you play basketball, baseball, lacrosse, all these other sports, you constantly play games. You could play 5 basketball games on a weekend. You could play, I don't know how many lacrosse games they play, but they play a lot. Soccer, my daughters, they play all these soccer games. How often are you actually playing 11-on-11 football and playing the quarterback position?
He might not be intending it, but maybe he is. It's a knock on the 7-on-7 craze that's taken over youth football.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit on flag football too.
I hate that. I seen this dude. It's some kid that's like a top wide receiver in the world.
And he's just playing 7-on-7.
Yeah. I'm like, are
That ain't football.
Are you kidding me? Y'all just
Get hit over the middle.
If you want to crown him, crown him. But he is who I thought he was.
I always despise the Twitter videos of like offensive linemen or defensive backs in like these camps where they just like yank the receiver or yank the defensive lineman down like right at the snap. It's like, well, okay, congrats, that's holding.
Yeah,
that's automatic
congratulations.
First down. Like,
yeah.
nice.
It's not a good rep.
Owned him. I use air quotes to say.
Oh, and they puff their chests out.
Oh yeah,
like they're the best guy. The
some
cock
of
of
their
the walk.
teammates go over and like high five. And you're like,
congratulations,
what? That's
10-yard
penalty, buddy.
You're
Second
punting.
and 20.
You're punting on this set.
Yeah, nice job. Great.
It's the DBs that do that to the receivers, like. They like
after PI,
they
like
jam
hardcore
them to the
PIs.
dirt.
Yeah.
But my thing about that is like, okay, so you're a physical player, but like at the end of the day, that's not what I want to see as a college recruit. Like, I want to see you drop your hips and how you mirror routes. Like, okay, so you telling me you doing this to this high school kid, when you get into college, you think you're going to do Jeremiah Smith like that? No. So, like, I want to see you do the rep and mirror the route. Like, I get more out of that than
all right,
you just
so
doing what you did.
You're kind of taking this to almost all positions, but reining it back into what he's talking about with quarterback development. He's not wrong. It almost goes for the whole sport, though, where football is becoming an outlier. Like next to all these other sports out there where you're not really playing the sport.
Yeah.
Because it's so physical and it's this delicate dance that the powers that be in the sport have decided we have to do it this way to preserve these young men and older men for the games and the games that matter when we get to the regular season and playoffs.
Well,
it's tougher this way.
That's why they say the only way to get good at football is to play football, you know, especially for the quarterback position. The quarterback position is the most trickiest because even if they do it in practice, it's still not a live rep. Like you don't have that fear of getting hit.
Of getting crunched.
Yeah, so like
that's
different.
part of it.
Yeah,
you got to run away from that guy. You got to get rid of the ball and dirt one or get for the next down.
It's so hard to mirror. And then you see like wide receivers and DBs get with these footwork guys and they're trying to come up with drills and stuff to try to make it game-like, but it's so hard to mimic it unless you're playing it. Like the best way to do it, to know that this is going to work, is if I lined it up and went against somebody and it worked. Like that's how you can tell.
Let's listen to a little bit more. He kept going on about getting quarterback work done in offseason. I think this is the part where he brings up using like certain devices for quarterback development.
And I think that's why you see so much, back and forth, confusion. It's just not very much a science, even when you get to the NFL and the draft process. Because these guys haven't played a lot of football. And so you don't know where they are. You don't know always how to compare where they've played to where they need to play, the types of throws that need to be made. So I think about this a lot. And Tavian, needs to get as many of those reps as he can. We've tried in the past, the virtual reality, where when I was in San Francisco, we would actually, have people simulate defenses, simulate blitzes so they could stand in there. We'd actually put the turf down and they'd have the VR and they'd be going through the reads, and it wasn't the same. It was just not the same when a 320-pound guy is trying to rip your head off in front of you. It's just not the same.
You know what? I'm starting to think about different quarterbacks that have gone in the NFL draft recently, and there's no exact science to this, but I do think he's pinging the right point.
Yeah.
When it comes to, there's one thing that we can know, and that's how many games have you actually played in and how many games have you started in? And then there obviously comes to, were you a football player? Were you good at it? Mm-hmm. Not just did you play, but did you play a lot of games and were you good? And I think that's a good starting point there, because a lot of that, what he says is right. Like you don't get to feel it unless you're playing in the actual game.
Well, that's why, during the season, it's so important when you're going against the Grambling States and the OUs to go out there and blow them out so that you can get these young guys some of those reps, so they can feel what it's like to be in the game, which, don't get me wrong, Julian Sang and Lincoln King, because they've both been there.
They've had some of that.
I guess Lincoln probably had the worst of it because of the Cotton Bowl, the Missouri Cotton Bowl game. But like outside of that, we haven't really seen or heard from him that much. So you go into this season and you got that big game to start it off. And And it's funny because Texas is kind of in the same boat because Arch Manning started, 2 games for them last season?
Yeah, not a lot.
So it's like he's actually kind of similarly in the same boat. It's not like he got a ton of experience either. So whatever quarterback settles into the game and decides to ease their mind will probably have the better game and win the game.
The other thing too, I mean, how many quarterbacks come around where I keep thinking about Moneyball, the one scene we were talking about. I was thinking about that too. I have some more that I thought of. Tyvis asked a question yesterday, and it lost some steam. I got some good suggestions in the first hour. Best sports movies that are recent. I think of 2010 and more recent, because no Hoosiers, no Rudy, none of those, just recent ones. Moneyball has that scene where Billy Bean, Brad Pitt, is talking to one of his scouts, and he essentially just says, you know what? In a way, it's all BS. When we get down to it, we don't have a crystal ball. We can scout them. We can think that we know. We could have done everything that we could possibly do from a metric standpoint to watching them, to analyzing them. But when they make that switch from being a high school prospect to can they make it in the minor leagues and then in one day in the major leagues, I've been there. I've gone to those kitchens. I've sat with their mom and dad, and I've said, I know. And I've heard you say, I know. When it comes to your boy, I know. But you don't. You don't. And I'm like, wow, yeah. There's not that many prospects that slide across the table where you do simply just know. No. I thought I knew Justin Fields, but he's still having a hard time. I mean, credit to him for still being in the NFL, and I do still consider that a success to just be in the league at this point. That's a hard thing to do, to still keep getting opportunities to win a starting job. But when were the last quarterbacks taken where
you just knew?
You just knew. Because, I mean, Baker didn't last with the Browns.
People said Trevor.
Credit him for still being in the league.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Trevor Lawrence would be the best prospect to come out since John Elway.
And what is he doing? I mean, he still got his job and made a ton of money, but he's not winning anything.
They said, people were saying, and I don't think they were wrong to say it, but people said he would have been the first pick if he came out after his freshman year.
He probably would have. And you know what? He's a great looking player. He is a
good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy.
Oh, my
God. He's like a Johnny Utah son of a gun. He's good. He's really good. He has all of the tangibles that you would want, but it's not just that. There's so much more. It's the team. It's the fit. It's how you handle certain things.
You said, who is the last player that came on that I just knew? Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
Even he wasn't really.
He was good.
He had a good league in rushing in Jacksonville.
He's not Adrian Peterson, though.
Yeah,
he might be the last guy. Adrian Peterson might be the last guy running back-wise like that, where you knew.
Andrew
Luck as a quarterback. And they ruined him with injuries and how that.
They couldn't keep him healthy.
He had a 40-touchdown pass season.
Unfortunately, too good, because the Colts were so good after they drafted him right away that they couldn't, guess they could have honestly used a couple more bad years to get a couple higher picks, I think, in the draft.
It made me feel like Marvin Harrison underperformed because I just knew Marvin was going to go to Arizona and just be top 10 in the league first year.
You've looked in their eyes. You sat in those kitchens and told them, when it comes to your boy, I know. I know.
No, David.
But you don't.
The Yankees are paying half your salary. That's what they think of you. They're paying you to play against us.
Blank you, Billy.
Okay.
All right, now you're fired. Oh, what a movie. I'm going to go watch that one again. All right, coming up here, Tyvis, we're going to do some styling and profiling with the Buckeyes. We're starting on defense with a guy that you are likely going to be watching pretty closely. That's in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Hey, folks, Austin Ward here with an opportunity to lose 40 by the 4th. Yes, pounds, and why not? I dropped my first 40 in just 8 weeks. It was easy, and it will be easy for you, too. Take the medication-free and lasting approach. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, community banking is the lifeblood of the American financial system, building strong, lasting relationships. We're just better able to help guide you down life's road. Flexibility is paramount to success. Community banking is alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Add some spice to your pizza night with Donato's new Smoky Hot Honey Pizza and Smoky Hot Honey Chicken Sub. Bringing hardwood smoked bacon, wood-fired chipotle seasoning, and Mike's Hot Honey together for savory, smoky, sweet heat perfection. Now get $4 off a large Smoky Hot Honey Pizza using promo code SMOKY. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Block O on the radio. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine Buckeye fans, if they miss anything, any part of the show, what's a good way for them to find that?
You go wherever you get your audio and you search up the Buckeye Show. You look for Timmy Hall's face, which is going to change soon. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And you click and you like and subscribe, and there it is. And you can also pop on to YouTube, and all of our shows is always on YouTube.
All right, I felt a little Ric Flair running through me. We're going to do some styling, some profiling, looking at these Buckeyes here, going through some individual player profiles.
Be the man! Woo! You gotta beat the man!
Woo! So we're looking at the safety position here, Tyvis, and we're going to take some time and chat about one Jalen McClain.
Oh, I love him.
You love Jalen McClain.
I'm a fan of him.
Here's a little quick background on him. Seton Hall Prep, that's the high school. We got a New Jersey kid here.
Yep.
Something about the toughness factor. We always talk about that with Big East guards, right? You think of the Hurleys. They're tough. They're grizzled. You cannot push these guys around. They're different, right? He's a 6-foot safety, 192 pounds from the class of 2024. So he's still a younger guy. Top 50 safety in the country here. A 3-star recruit, though. So not winning very many headlines as far as the star power. So in a way, really nice story to see that he has developed so fast where he could possibly be the other starting safety next to Caleb Downs. I'm watching a little clip of him, the Brody Knows Ball account, good clip that you put out there from the spring game, and just a really nice rep where a ginormous Jelani Thurman, he has a touchdown, and it's just so funny watching them all with the bubble heads on and the Guardian caps in this game. That is a surefire touchdown, and Jalen McClain just goes up, and you're watching this rep right here, Tyvis, just the technique that he's got there, how he gets his hands to where the football is, breaks up the play, makes it happen. It's exactly what you want to see from someone that's trying to win that job and play that position to that level.
Yeah, I mean, that job, that other safety position is up for grabs right now. It's between him and Malik Hartford, and Malik kind of struggled in this game. He gave up a couple of plays, but Jalen McClain, the one thing that we noticed about him last year, I think it was in the spring game, I think he had a pick. So he plays the post really well. And I always say you got to be more than just playing the post in today's defense. You can't just be a post safety, and you can't be just a box safety. You have to be able to cover and interchange and do both. And having that rep on Jelani Thurman like that, playing the hands and raking his hand down to get that ball out of there, first of all, it shows that he got tremendous ball skills. He understands, the play isn't over until it's over. And he fights for it, and he keeps his mind on the football. So I love that. I've loved the aggressive and the violence that he has of trying to rake somebody's hands like Jelani Thurman, because Jelani is like 6'6", And
he's huge.
And Jalen McClain might be 5'11" on a good day. So to be able to rake his hands out of there shows that this guy has tremendous ball skills. And I already know what he could do in the post. You know, he just got to continue to stay consistent. You know, when I seen him, when I did the Scarlet and Grammys, I synced him.
Yeah.
I synced him at the Scarlet and Grammys. Grammys.
Well, yes, it's
Scarlet
it's
and
Grammys. It's a play on the color.
Sorry. Scarlet and Grammys.
You kept calling it the Grammys. The first 10 times you told me about this event that you were doing, I'm like, I believe it's Grammys. It's like Scarlet and Gray. The Dundies. Yeah.
When I seen him at that event, you know, I was like, man, I see your name is buzzing and all that. He was telling me like, yeah, I'm having a good spring and things like that.
Yeah.
He was very confident in himself. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in fall camps, but I'm definitely rooting for him.
No, this is going to be great. So he wears number 18. Again, Seton Hall Prep, 6 foot out of Rahway, New Jersey. He is a sophomore. He was one of the top players in his state. So again, like this is a guy that I think is ready for this and relishing the opportunity. I go back to some of the comments that defensive coordinator Matt Patricia made, and here he is talking about the lack of Caleb Downs, because Caleb, it was an undisclosed thing. It honestly could have just been the guy needed some rest with how good he played in the college football playoff, and we don't need to talk a lot about that, but it's spring football. We know what you can do. There's some guys that have some skin in the game, right? And he definitely fits that bill where your spot is safe. Your spot is safe. You still have a lot of eligibility left, but you're sort of a veteran in this room with what you've done. But Matt Patricia talking about Caleb not being there, and that's helping a lot of other guys in that defensive backfield get some reps.
I think there's always opportunity when guys aren't on the field, and certainly you want Caleb on the field. He's really good and kind of helps settle the communication. He's a great player. But look, when guys aren't on the field, it's an opportunity for someone else to go in and step into some different roles and have an opportunity to go make some plays and flash, for the coaches and for their teammates. I think all of those guys, that you mentioned have done that, and have done it at different points. And now it's just building on the consistency of that, whereas you have a player like Caleb that has proven that he can consistently show that kind of production and that performance. Those other guys are now having those reps to be able to have enough, built up to show that, hey, they can do it consistently and be in the right positions and make the communication and make the plays. So that's been the best part about it for those guys, just having all of those reps. And, again, I say this one too, we only have so many games, so you have to get better at practice. It's just what it is. It's different than, like I said, baseball, you play games to get better. Football, we got to practice to get better. And I think having those guys to be able to have those reps has been invaluable.
How much do you think it helps for a guy like Jalen McClain that he had the spring of 2024, right when he was recruited, that he got in early? So now it's the second time he's going through that and trying to win a job in his second college football season.
A lot of people don't know, but that does help you out a lot because you're not oblivious to it the second go around. It does a lot, builds your confidence. That first spring game, I got to come in early, and that first spring game to make plays in that game is like, okay, I can do this on this level. Obviously, we didn't get to see him a lot on defense because the defense was pretty set, but you could tell that this guy was studying and he was working in those practices and, learning from the guys that was in front of him to try. So when he gets his opportunity, he can make plays. And to me, it seems like, all right, everybody is really at square one. It's ground one for everybody because you got a new DC. So a new DC comes in, he knows the star players, but his positions that he's trying to fill. And you truly are in a battle. And the fact that you've been through spring, you know how the installs is going to go. You know how the practices is going to go. So it's allowing him to have a leg up kind of on the competition a little bit because, like I said, he's done this before, and I think that's what allowed him to have a good spring. Now, ultimately, he has to have a great summer. Coach Mick has to come in and be like, you know what, Jalen McClain is killing it in the weight room right now.
He knows. I think he's got to do that. To be this early in it. Like, this is a big opportunity for him. You don't want to let something like your summer workouts take anything away from progress that you've made. I know him and his mother, like, he's fine, huh?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's a very dedicated kid.
Prognosis good. Yeah. You personally vouch for Jalen McClain.
He comes from a good background.
Good.
Yes.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna latch on to your excitement. This is going to be the starter next to Caleb Downs.
Yep.
This guy is going to start.
I truly believe he will be.
Yeah, it's time for Jalen McClain to get up there. So the Capitals are leading the Canadiens 2-0. That one is in the first period. They're up 3-1, so they could be dusting away Montreal, which was the team that the Blue Jackets were trying to sneak in over.
Yeah.
To just do whatever they could do to get into the postseason, making it almost to that last regular season game if they just could have gotten the help right there. But that's how it goes. Needed the Carolina Hurricanes to give you some help. They didn't get it done. What did you think about Mr. Halliburton? Pacers,
that was quite the scene.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Pacers beat the Bucks. They're going to face the Cavs. They'll be humbled here soon. I hope. I really do think. I think 5 games.
I got
Cavs
5.
get it done. Maybe. You think 4?
Oh,
You
I would
think it's 6 or
give
7?
Indiana an extra game. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Indiana's pretty good.
They're
So you
good.
got Cavs
They're
and
good.
6.
I'd say Cavs and 6 feels right.
But Halliburton, Mr. Halliburton, just shocking. Really.
Where are we at in society today?
What are we doing?
He was caught in the moment.
Caught in the moment, my ass. That is embarrassing. What an embarrassment for Tyrese. You're going to go and stare down Giannis,
He was
and then you're going to put your forehead on his forehead?
He was putting the
You
towel in
idiot,
his face,
sir.
and he was
Yeah.
cussing him out.
Cussing him out,
We run
waving
this.
something in his face.
We run this.
You
It's our stuff.
idiot. That's an embarrassment. If you weren't Tyrese's dad, you would have been instantly banned for life.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think you still, maybe you should be still. Sorry, Tyrese. Me can't come here anymore. Your dad's an idiot. Like, that's really embarrassing.
It's in the moment, man.
Oh, my God. All right, your dream Ohio State football lunch table. What would it be? I'll explain that as we look at some hashtags next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic or our new Cheddar Blast flavor made with real cheddar cheese. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
There's a new way to surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle and Market District. Shop Giant Eagle's uncompromising quality at a reliable price with everyday savings. Look for signs throughout the store to find bargains on produce, meat, and more. Visit Giant Eagle to see how easy it is to save.
We've discovered the perfect morning ritual, the 2 for $6 breakfast sandwich deal at Tim Hortons. Every sandwich is made to order with a freshly cracked egg and melty cheese, just the way breakfast should be. Choose between savory sausage or hickory smoked bacon, served on a toasted English muffin or flaky biscuit. There's no wrong way to mix and match this tasty deal. 2 breakfast sandwiches, just $6. Perfect. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, single item at regular menu price. Modifications and tax extra. Exclusions and additional terms apply.
Looking for a very special way to commemorate the 9th national championship in Ohio State football history? Then check out the beautiful Ohio State timepieces at OxiaTime.com. Oxia has created a series of heirloom quality designs to celebrate the Buckeyes, including the limited edition Ryan Day autograph box sets. Equally impressive to the quality of their products is the quality of the people behind these watches. Go to OxiaTime.com to learn more on their backstory and claim your piece of Ohio State history. That's AXIATime.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more.
We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony. You know what the slogan is at the Good Feet store? Good feet, good life. Friends have asked me, how are my personally fit arch supports different from the inserts and insoles they can buy online or in department stores? There are big differences. My Good Feet arch supports are designed to provide me firm yet flexible function. What does that do? They actually help correct poor foot biomechanics, which leads to providing me long-term pain relief. I was also the guy who thought, well, if I buy good shoes, my feet won't hurt. It wasn't a bad thought. A lot of people think shoes are always the problem, when in reality, it's often the foot that goes into the shoe that's the real source of discomfort. When I got my personally fit Good Feet arch supports, my feet felt stabilized. The pain and discomfort went away. For more than 30 years, the Good Feet store has helped thousands of people just like me discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. They're on Stringtown Road in Grove City or Polaris Parkway. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by the Waterworks. Call the plumbing, heating, and cooling technicians at the Waterworks and header today. Call 614-232-2222. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
All right, Tyvis, one last air guitar for the #Buckeye segment. You and me.
Yeah.
You'll do some Buckeye shows, though.
I will get to still do
I'll do some Buckeye shows. We won't have another one together before the changes happen.
I got, 3 more Buckeye shows?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, Tuesday of next week,
and Thursday
of next week. 3
more.
more.
I'll have Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week to do. Yeah. I don't know what I was saying. That's really great. Would someone talk, please?
Does anybody want my schedule for the next 7 days? No? Okay.
Let's
Buckeyes.
talk about schedules.
I seen the hashtag. I had
You
one.
what?
I synced it. I synced the hashtag where it was talking about how they're calling Seth McLaughlin the steal of the draft.
Well, he wasn't drafted.
My point.
So
they said they got a steal. Cincinnati got a steal, and because
how could you not look at it like that? I mean, it's found money if he works out as the center in the future.
He will work out for sure because this was a really good player and he won the Remington. The only reason that he went undrafted is because you're not going to use him this year. He's not going to help you this year.
Maybe even next year.
No, he will help you next year. But this year is because when you get an Achilles, it's going to take a whole year, then a couple of months. So he took him about 14 months.
Yeah.
So and he popped the thing in November. So you won't see him until January, February, which season to be over with. So that's why he went undrafted, because teams didn't want to just waste a roster spot to have him there. But I think that when you look at Cincinnati's offensive line and how much everybody talked about how much they struggled, you're getting a guy who, because I looked at Dane Brugler's, when I did the Browns thing, he had the draft, everybody slotted of what round they should be drafted in. And he had him as a second or third round pick. So you're essentially getting a second or third round pick for little to no money.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I heard Ryan Day talk about Seth as well and how he absolutely should have been drafted, and he's right. You said it there. This guy was the best center in college football for the national championship team.
Mm-hmm.
And just because he got hurt, it's too bad that he had to slide. But, he's Cincinnati's only Buckeye at the moment. And the last time that they went with Billy Price, as a first-round draft pick, and things didn't work out for Billy.
Didn't they draft Michael Jordan?
They did. Yeah.
Was he a
another
first
offensive?
rounder?
No. Michael Jordan? No, he was probably a third rounder.
Third
or something
overall,
like that.
right?
You're hilarious.
That's good. Right? Oh man. But let me show you something. I'm looking at this tweet from the Buck guys, and this is sort of a cartoon looking thing, and it's fun. They have an entire lunchroom, a cafeteria, and there's 8 different tables that already have 3 Buckeye legends, current Buckeyes, all people in the Buckeye football family sitting at. And then you get to choose which lunch table you go to. And I know this might be hard for you to remember as I just relayed to you, but search for it. Search up Buckeye cafeteria, and you'll see this at the Buck guys. So table 1 is Urban, Carnell Tate, and Chase Young. Nifty table. Table 2 is Caleb Downs, Coach Day, and Justin Fields.
Okay.
Table 3 is Lathan Ransom, Nick Bosa, and Jim Tressel. Man, there'd be a lot of politics at that table. Table 4 is Zeke, Tavion, and Joe Thomas Barrett IV. Table 5 is Jeremiah Smith, Troy Smith, and AJ Hawk. Man, that's some talent. That's
legendary
talent right there. 6 is James Peoples, J.K. Dobbins, and Archie. Oh, man. Running back table, right? Look, we've got James Peoples here. Table 7, Brian Hartline, Cody Simon, and Eddie George, newest MAC football coach here in Ohio. Table 8, I got to say, is the one that got me, the very last one, because I know someone at this table personally, James Laurinaitis. He's great. We got Quinshawn Judkins and cursing like a sailor, Jack Sawyer. Oh, F, man. Oh, S. This chicken. Oh, F, man. It's so good. GD.
So you picking table 8?
I think I'm picking table 8, the last one, if you followed that.
I'm 1,000% picking Zeke, Tavion, and Joe Thomas Barrett IV. That's my grandson, for one. And I know Zeke personally, and Travion is a great guy, so I think that table would be funny.
Yeah, funny table.
Buckeyes built an insurmountable 34-point lead thanks to the scores from veteran playmaker Tavion Henderson. Where is he? Tavion.
Bodie, you pointed at table 2 here. Day, Fields, and Caleb Downs. That is an interesting table.
Yeah. First off, I'd go in swinging at Ryan. How dare you ever disrespect Lou Holtz like that? But then I'd want to ask him, what in the world happened in that Michigan game last year? We all know what happened after. And it worked out pretty well for you guys. But just what?
Has he come out?
You got to loosen the vibe, too.
Has he come out and
take a swing at him? Get the confrontation out of
Throw the jello at him a little bit, like fling it at him with the spoon.
Kick him under the table.
Right.
Has he not come out and said what?
He's gotten pretty real about it, but you're talking about lunchroom talk.
Behind the scenes, let it out. No recorders. Man. What in the world?
And then you got 2 other you got a player that's been a part of it.
Caleb Downs,
and then you got Justin Fields, who played for Coach Day but wasn't there for the rest of this slide to Michigan.
The question I want to ask him is, was Will Howard's shoulder really messed up in that game? or when y'all let him go back out there in that Team Up North game, was he 100% right or was he off?
What is it? Does that really make a difference to you at this point?
Yeah, because
injuries are a part of the game.
It would explain why they kept running the ball.
That would do it for you?
Yeah, I'd be like,
that alone?
That's justifiable.
Yeah.
I get it.
About trying to run the ball?
Yeah.
Well, that might make me think of, why couldn't you go to your backup quarterback to still try throwing the football?
They ain't believe
at that point.
They ain't believe in him.
And you know what? That's what they felt. Then that's what they felt. But that's pretty fun. Yeah, Sawyer, Laurinaitis, Quinshawn, table 8. Tyvis is sitting with JT, Tavion, and Zeke Elliott, and then Bodeman with Coach Day, Justin Fields, and Caleb Downs. All right, Tyvis, it's been fun, buddy.
Likewise, Tim.
It has been fun.
They're going to be amazing on afternoon drive.
Oh man, I appreciate that. You're gonna kill it, you and Bodie and T-Bone on the mornings. We always talk dinner. I have another rare night here where I'm sort of walking. No, I'm not on my own, but I'm walking into the abyss. Sarah, I could tell, was very busy today, so we hadn't discussed dinner.
You should do
all day long.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Grilled cheese. There's one that you don't really think about a lot.
Lots of bread.
It's got bread, though, Tyvis.
That's why I don't really eat it, but I know you are.
You'd say that, and then I'd see you with a grilled cheese in your hand, just enjoying the heck out of it.
My kids love grilled cheeses, but I'm not having a grilled cheese. I told you, I want some chicken parmesan.
Chicken parmesan is delicious.
Yeah, you just had it
I had it last week, and it was good.
Little MBN.
Yeah, must be nice. You got to do some work to get that chicken to crisp up the right way.
I had to go to, what's that? I can't never think of that Italian restaurant in Dublin.
Well, the show's over.
Can't think of what it is.
You'll have to keep thinking about it. But everybody... Tyvis and I truly, truly appreciate you guys. We'll see you for some more Buckeye shows the next week and a half. Reds Cardinals coverage coming up next on The Fan.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
When it comes to trucks, Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through April 30th, get 2.99 APR financing or up to $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra, depending on model. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for $449 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn